guys, it's me, Bren. Oh, I forgot to change my reading glasses. Oh well, here it is. Ollie is licking a beautiful hibiscus that is blooming right now. First of all, I want to welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. You see Ollie? Here. Come here. Come here. There, now everybody can see you. Welcome everybody to the garden chat group. Oh, did I interrupt your nap? Not nap time yet. We have to welcome everybody. Thanks for being a part of the garden chat group. I know I haven't popped in a few days. I get allergies really bad. I'm not going to fill a bunch of excuses here, but I just haven't been feeling like doing a live stream, so I didn't. But I'm still here, and welcome to the group. I'm still in there checking in. I'm loving everybody's photos you're sharing. Thanks for joining me on this event today, just live here in my yard, in my front porch. And I'm hoping everybody will join in the fun. There is a really cool event going on. I do grow many of their plants, and I just want to tell you guys about this event because you could win something really cool from them. And all you have to do is share your pictures like you do on Garden Chat, kind of. But you have to share them on Facebook so everybody can see them, so it has to be public. And it's Summerific week, and it's this week, August 3rd through the 9th. And I will put a link in here for you guys if you're interested. And all you have to do is share your beautiful tropical hibiscus. And yeah, so I'll share the link with you, and it's up to you if you want to do it. Cool, do it. I hope somebody wins. They're great plants. I wanted to talk about my hibiscus, actually. I've got quite a few of them growing here in my garden, and I've got quite a few actually that do winter over in my dome, but those would be the tropical. Tropical and perennial are two different ones, two different types of plants. Thanks for joining me, guys. Be sure to comment, let me know you're there. Yeah, this one right here is a pretty one, and I don't normally grow these in containers, the perennial, but I was just doing a few experiments this summer, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try one, because there's a lot of people who don't have a lot of space and they grow on their balconies or they grow on porches and things like that. So I thought, you know, I'm going to try it, and actually it's doing really well. This one's called the Holy Grail Summerific, and there's all kinds of different perennial hibiscus. These love full sun to part sun. So they really are sun lovers. So if you have a porch or a deck that has lots of sun, this is the plant for you. I've not grown these in containers before here. I'm in Ohio, Zone 5B. So what I will probably do is make sure, like I already have in here, I have mulch in the container, but I will probably put it in a location on the deck, kind of sheltered from the snow a bit, and I'll probably try to either put some straw on it, or you could even put some burlap around it, something to keep it a little sheltered is my guess. I've never done this, so I'm going to do it this winter, and I'll let you know how it goes and if they pop back. They're pretty hardy. The biggest thing, you know, I prefer these in the ground. It's a perennial hibiscus growing for over 5 years, and it's gorgeous. The blooms are like humongo, and they're gorgeous. And you know what? The best part is I don't have to do anything to them. I did notice this year, and my neighbors got this going on too, that on the leaf, and this one does too, is getting a couple little bug bites on there. Just on the leaf. They're not getting the bloom. And there's lots of blooms coming. Look at all those. How fun is that? And it's just a really great plant. I'm not sure what's getting that though. I've seen a few bites on my big one out where I don't do anything to it. That's the best part about this plant. A tropical hibiscus, just to show you guys. I did an opening of these the other day on Facebook group, and the blooms are finally opening. It's really a pretty plant. Pop one off. This is the older one, and this one is called Heartbreaker. But this is a tropical hibiscus, different than the perennial hibiscus. Totally different. So except if you live in Florida. Correct me if I'm wrong, because technically in zones 9 and above, or these might even survive in 8, because these can take some cold, just not my cold, not my winter. So these go These get protected either in my house or in the dome. But thank you for commenting. I appreciate you guys' feedback. Actually, it's kind of humid today, but the weather's been so wacky in my area. I don't know about you. It just feels like, I don't know, we had summer so quick here in Ohio. I think it really started back in May. We had a very mild, warm spring, and everything was popping open and whatnot. And then like May, I think it was like the 10th or somewhere around there, it was just before that last frost date for my area, and we got this horrible cold spell at night and lost a lot of blooms off of our fruit trees. A lot of my trees got zapped. In fact, I got my pretty weeping one I need to share in the group. I don't know if there's any saving it. It's the second year, and this year it looks horrible. I don't know what happened to it, but we're not going to get frustrated. It's all a learning experience when those things happen. But I'll tell you, it is the 1st of August, and it feels like the end of September for me. I mean, the weather's just so weird. It's just different this year. It's humid, but it's cool. That's September in Ohio, usually around the harvest time. So anyways, thanks for joining, guys. I'm so excited you're on here. I did pull up, we had a couple of people scroll through our group because there's some great comments and questions. Somebody had what they thought was a vanilla strawberry hydrangea that they had just put in, and it did not bloom, or it hasn't bloomed. The leaves look wonderful on the photo. I don't know what zone you're in. I don't know if when you planted it, if it got cut back, if you pruned it a little too late, which is usually when the green is really coming on. If you're getting green on those vanilla strawberry, it's getting a little late to prune it back. If I have forgotten to prune it back, I'll usually just pop those dried flower blooms off very carefully. Just pop those off. But it might be you pruned it a little too late, or wherever you got it from, they pruned it back and now you're not going to get buds. But hold on, you might be surprised. I have planted, I planted a different hydrangea, but it's similar, Limelight, which is another favorite. That's the trick with the hydrangea. Don't give up. I don't know what zone you're in. They might still bloom. Might be a little late. Maybe you guys were colder, wetter than I was. Most of mine have put on their bloom, and they're putting on a pretty show right now, which is awesome. And if yours are too, show them in the group. I love to see them. And yeah. Oh, I was talking about my Limelight. A few years back, we planted a whole row of Limelight hydrangea, which that's another one of my favorites. And I should do a video this week, a new video to show you guys what those look like. They're huge. They get really big, and they're very easy to take care of. I love cutting the blooms. I bring them in my garage, and I keep them for the winter, and I decorate a Christmas tree with those hydrangeas. They're just beautiful. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous flower. But when I planted them late in the season like this, they didn't put on their bloom right away. They actually bloomed kind of late. So it could be the greenhouse they came from. But anyways, yep, that's what's going on there. Let's see. There was something else. Oh, somebody had a picture from their vegetable garden of a tomato doing something really funky. I've never seen that before. I grow a lot of tomatoes. Mine are doing pretty good. He had something funky on the tomatoes, and I'm not quite sure what that is. It kind of looks like the fungus that another one of our garden chat members shared that was on their corn. I'm not sure why that is, but I think it's a little too late once your plant looks like the one that Patrick shared. And yeah. So you might want to, I don't know if it can spread, which it probably will. I just cut it back. You don't want to get on your other stuff, or if you've got more. That's what's kind of nice. If you have a big space with the corn, you can grow a larger section. So if you lose a few, it's not a big deal. I was checking out my corn yesterday. I grow it. I've actually got it in a couple places. And in fact, I want to give you guys an idea before I sign out. Speaking of autumn coming soon. Okay, so here's what you can do. I'm going to take a container and I'm going to have some corn seed left. I grow corn. We call it the ollie corn because it's a beautiful pink corn. It's a heirloom corn, and it always comes back the same. And I'm going to go ahead and start 2 big containers with this corn right now. So I have these beautiful, you know, I love the corn. It's just so pretty, the plants. The plant itself is pretty. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of my containers that aren't doing so well and start some corn in the middle. And that way this year I'll have a live corn plant growing in my container. You could put little gourds around it and little pumpkins around it for decorating for autumn. But this is the time, if you start it now, they'll probably be a good 3 feet, 4 feet, maybe 5 feet by the time Halloween gets here, which we've been getting snow at Halloween. I don't know about you guys, but that would be fun. That would be a fun thing to do. So that's just a little fun gardening seed tip there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out because I need to play catch with my pup. And you guys have a great day, and thanks for being a part of the Garden Chat group. See ya!